Welcome to Kay's Music Lounge. I'm your friendly host, Kay, and this is where we talk about all things music. Today, I want to talk about one particular guitar, and that is the 2015 Gibson Les Paul Supreme. Now, this particular unit has already been spoken for and is about to be packaged and sent to its new owner. But before I do that, I wanted to grab my camera and document this. So let's look at the individual parts and specs of this very special guitar. So this particular model was originally presented at the 2015. So the Supremes are very particular models by Gibson. They do not form a constant part of their lineup of guitars, and if you haven't, I do recommend you to check out the video by Trogley on the Supremes, and he mentions actually this one as well as being one of the most collectible ones, the 2015 one, along with the one that he documented, the Florentine. Now this one originally came out in 2014. There were all sorts of different speculations or actually misrepresentations about the fretboard that this thing would have, and actually when they came out they were given a Richlight fretboard instead of the advertised ebony. Anyway, let me just give you a look from the front. This top is it's a quadruple A top, so as you can see, it's amazing what kind of figuring this top has. This guitar is absolutely in mint condition, collector's condition. I acquired it from the original owner who never took it out of the case, and as it happens, I played it actually less than 1 hour. So I think in total, this particular guitar has been played maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours tops. So let's look from the front. Let's take a look from the back. So here we are with a look at the back of the guitar. Look at the figuring, it's just insane. There's so much play in this. This is all quadruple A back and top of the guitar. Mahogany neck, and yeah, the typical 2015 sticker, hologram sticker that Gibson was catching a lot of flack for, and the serial starting with 15, which is the way Gibson used to run their serials, with the first two digits indicating the year. Locking Grovers on this one, and fortunately, though 2015 was not the greatest year, and fortunately they didn't put the G-force tuners on this one, just the Locking Grovers. All right, and here we are with the Supreme on the workbench, and let's take a look at the individual specs of this guitar. And this is the actual reason why I wanted to document this guitar, because it's very special and quite an oddball in the lineup of guitars that Gibson produced. Now let's start with the headstock. So you got the mother of pearl inlay of the logo and the Supreme, and triple ply binding. Now that is something you don't typically see. The one thing that has to be mentioned is that the Supreme is a USA production model. It's not a custom shop model, but triple ply binding is a feature that you would only get on a custom shop model. As I said, the Locking Grover tuners with tulip machine heads. Now let's take a look at the truss rod. The truss rod is absolutely beautiful. The nut has so much thread left. You can see this guitar is absolutely brand new. Although I have to say, I've seen brand new guitars where the rod was already sticking out. So anyway, this one is very nicely constructed. Now let's look at the nut. Again, something very special here. The typical nut width of a Les Paul is 43 mils. Now this one is actually 45.99, so actually 46 mils. So actually 3 millimeters wider. Very interesting. Plus, it has this adjustable, let me just pull it out real quick. It's got this brass nut, which is adjustable with these 2 screws. So that's another point, which is very good. So you can actually fine-tune the action on this guitar using not only the bridge as a point of adjustment, you can also use the nut. So actually, I know Gibson was getting a lot of flack for this, but it's actually a very, very useful feature. Crown mother of pearl inlays, Richlite fretboard. One thing which they have in common with the HP series of the day is that the fret nips, the binding over the fret ends, is not a thing on this Gibson. So the fret ends are very nicely polished. They yeah, I mean, Richlite is again a material that Gibson was getting a lot of flack for using on its custom shop models, and this is the one USA standard production model that I'm aware of. So they considered it actually a premium feature. And the good thing about Richlite is it will not move on you, unlike other materials like rosewood or ebony, where fret sprout is typically a thing, especially when, you know, during the winter months, you turn on the heating and the air gets dry, the wood shrinks and contracts, and the frets come out at the sides of the neck, and it feels like fret sprout, but it's not the frets that are sprouting, it's just the wood in the fretboard is shrinking because it's losing moisture, and that's what makes the frets stick out. So yeah, this is not something that will happen to you with a Richlite fretboard. Also, warping is another issue. I've seen many Gibsons with warped necks. Now, Richlite is again something that will not move on you. So great piece. I mean, I think it's a great choice for a fretboard material. Conversely, Gibson was getting a lot of flack for it. Anyway, let's move on here. The neck itself is the asymmetrical carve that the HP series had. So it's a bit thicker on the thumb side and a bit narrower on the finger side, which is very comfortable to play. Moving along here, yeah, your standard pickup selector switch without the poker chip. And yeah, this is the mini humbucker, which is I was not sure. Actually, I'm not sure how this is mounted, so I was not even going to try and disassemble this. And yeah, so we got a Gibson mini humbucker. And now for the most important reason why I wanted to document this particular model. Is this pickup. It's the Gibson, let me just zoom in on it. It's the Gibson 492R. You can see there's the year, and now this is a very particular pickup that is an underwound humbucker that was birthed during the era when Chet Atkins joined Gibson. As we know, Chet Atkins was a Gretsch user, which was famous for its Stevie Jones pickups. So this is Gibson's answer to Chet Atkins's calling for a pickup with a similar sound signature. So I guess you could say this would be Gibson's elusive take on a TV Jones Filtertron pickup. Here's the cavity, LP Supreme. Is that an LH? No idea what that means. Anyway, yeah, bridge is your standard API fare. And here's the stock piece, advanced plating, and the knobs. Very nice knobs with mother of pearl inlays. I haven't seen any other Gibson that would have these knobs. There's actually binding on the F-holes as well. Super cool feature. And I think this, I mean, Gibson was originally selling these for around 5 point something K. 5.5, 5.4K. And the fact that these actually retail, I mean, this is a hollow body guitar, so it's quadruple A top and a triple A back of the guitar for a hollow body guitar with these sets of features. Basically, Gibson's answer with a very rare Filtertron, TV Jones Filtertron style pickup, and a mini humbucker with a full maple construction back and top. The Richlight fretboard and the adjustable nut. I mean, this guitar is just insane. I'm absolutely in love with the specs, with the way this thing looks and feels. Yeah, and I mean, I'm shooting this just on my iPhone, and but I'm going to do a very brief demonstration of the sounds as well, so you can get a feel. I'm going to plug it into a Fender Deluxe Reverb and just play a few clean tones, so you get an idea for how this puppy sounds. Thanks. All right, let's hear some tones from this thing. So now let's first start with the mini humbucker in at volume at 10 and everything at 10. I'm going through the Deluxe Reverb. Sorry for the audio, it's just going through the ambient mic of the iPhone. But yeah, it's hopefully going to give you an idea of the sound signature of this beast. Let's roll the tone down a bit. For a more jazzy tone, it's about 2. That's 2. All right, let's go to the middle. Middle position. It's got more bite. Yeah, and the 492R. Yeah, very nice. By the way, the amp is running at around between 2 and 3, with the bass at around 3 and treble at around 3 and the reverb to taste. All right, let me just crank it real quick. All right, I have the amp cranked now, and hopefully the TV Jones character of this pickup is going to be apparent. So what are my final thoughts on this wonderful guitar? Well, it is a very unique piece in Gibson's history. The 2015 Supreme certainly stands out in terms of its specs. I forgot to mention that these saddles actually are titanium, and the nut is brass. This particular guitar, is in absolutely unmodified condition, and this is, if you are a lucky owner of this guitar, of such a guitar, of this particular model, you want to keep it in original condition, and you want to keep it as pristine as it gets, because everything about this guitar just screams luxurious. This is an amazing guitar. Just look at the way it looks. It's just gorgeous, beautiful, and I think these will be very collectible, and the price on these is just going to go up. And this is the reason why I wanted to document this particular guitar. This particular guitar has already been spoken for, so now I'm just gonna wrap it up, package it, and send it off to its new lucky owner. And before I was going to do that, I wanted to document this, because I haven't seen a teardown and an in-depth review of this guitar on YouTube. And yeah, for future reference, if you happen to come across one of these, I hope this will help somebody. So if this video was entertaining to you, if you found some value in it, be it for your education or your entertainment, please make sure to hit that like button. It's all you can do to help the algorithm. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.